So this is my vlog. This is a very random vlog that I decided to film today for no particular reason at all, other than to film a video. Cause today, it was really beautiful today in the city of Washington, DC. And I decided to just be like, whatever, I'm having a great time, just walking, chilling, thinking about a lot of different things. So I decided to pull my phone out and just record myself. This is usually my mindset whenever I film videos like this, which is not often, but I'm deciding today to film this type of video because I kind of wanted to, and I'm just filming this for fun. So if you like this, let me know. You just saw my finger on screen as I'm switching hands because my right arm got tired. If you like this, then subscribe for more content like this. Like this video, share it with your friends, I guess. If this is entertaining. If it's not entertaining, well, hey, enjoy life. Just have fun in life is what I always say. Do I always say that? I don't know. I always say stay motivated. That's my outro. But anyway, this is a vlog of me walking throughout Washington, D.C., so I'm probably going to film some monuments. Probably film some places downtown that I really like to go to. I do like to go to Howard University, but I don't know. I may or may not go there because that's a long walking distance from where I live in the city, and I don't have my Metro pass just yet. I am a student here, but without giving away too many details about my life, because this is the internet, and some people, I will say, some people are pretty weird on the internet about following different people and stuff. But anyway, I will maybe show my path to Howard University and maybe just me walking around there. But yeah, this is just my random intro to a random video that is randomly popping up on a random algorithmic website. Okay, let's get this started. Nature. It's like 12 trees in the entire city. Okay, that's not true. You can actually see some trees in the distance. But still, nature. Remember how I said there were like no trees in the city? That was partly true. There's like 70 trees in the entirety of of Washington, D.C. Wow. And these are all 70 of them. So the Lincoln Memorial is that way. There's some guys playing football over there. By the way, it's football, not soccer. I'm just gonna give my 2 cents on that. Contribute to the raging internet discussion over whether it's football or soccer. It is definitely football. If you want to call American football, that's fine, but I don't really care. If you want to call it 2 footballs, you can call it 2 footballs. I think I've had this discussion on my channel with myself. Hey, look, it's a thing. It's a giant patch in the ground where they destroyed all of the grass so that the UFOs will know where to land when they come to Earth. And they'll be like, we're going to finally rule the world. Let's go right here on this giant path with our big circular ship that totally exists. Look at this. Look at this. I actually don't know why this is here. It kind of looks like a baseball field. But anyway, look, there's a plane. There's a plane. Probably doing some government espionage work because this is the government capital of the United States of America. A country that I am living in currently. Hopefully until I can move to like Egypt or something. I don't know. I hope I can be able to move to a country that's like beautiful and stuff. Not saying that the US isn't beautiful. I'm sure to a lot of people it is very beautiful. And that was when Kwame got canceled before he ever got popular. That guy did stuff. He has an immaculate beard and an immaculate haircut. But maybe that's just because it's a statue. Look at his hands. Could you imagine if that wasn't a statue and that was an actual, like, gigantic man? That guy would be very strong. That's crazy. Look, a bunch of writing that I don't care to read. Wow, look at the giant man with the giant hair and the giant beard. You know what's crazy is that he has that mole on the side of his face. A lot of, like, fitness models and, like, supermodels will work towards that. They will try to get that mole on their face. My face is all up in the camera. They will try to get that mole on their face through like plastic surgery and stuff, What is the appeal? That's a question to the internet. What is the appeal? I know I could probably Google that, but I'm just curious. Like, somebody could answer that for me in the comments. What is the appeal of having that mole surgically placed on your face? Does that add beauty appeal? I don't know. That's a genuine question. What is the history of that? I'm a giant man. I'm a giant man with a giant beard and a giant mole on the side of his face and some giant hands. Look at that over there. That is... What if that wasn't built by humans? What if that was built by Martians? I can't even say that with a straight face. Look, more trees in the city. That's amazing. That is amazing that there are trees in the city. Really quick life update. I saw a man with his shirt off, and he had a really unique physique. Like, he looked really strong, but he didn't have a six-pack. And I feel like that's some of the most unique physiques you could see. It's like people who have really broad shoulders and broad arms, but then their gut just sticks out. And that's not even criticism from me. That's actually really cool. Like, some people have a definition of beauty that's defined by having a six-pack and having a very strong core. And then some people are just like, I have strong arms, but just a gut, and I'm okay with it. It's really awesome that we all have our own standard definitions of beauty. Except it wouldn't be standard then, it would just be unique and also relative, which beauty is by definition. Why am I having philosophical discussions about beauty? Hey, it's a giant building. A giant building that probably shoots lasers off the top of it. Could that even be called a building? I mean, it was built by people, but when I think of buildings, I think of things that you can walk inside. And I don't think you can walk inside that. Maybe you could. You'd probably get arrested though. Actually, no, if you had like a ticket to get inside, then you probably could get inside. Wow. I wonder if it does shoot lasers off the top of it. To shoot off those aliens that I was mentioning earlier. Trying to land in our apparent patches of dirt and ground. I wonder how long it took to make that. Probably thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Actually, that wouldn't make any sense because I believe that the year that the United States was founded as an item was 1776, which makes it not thousands of years, probably just 1,000 years. That is a very tall object. Ducks! It's a duck! It's a duck! Duck, look at the camera. Actually, no, do what you want to do and not what I want you to do, because that is free and that is beautiful. Look at that duck, drinking that disgusting ass water. Oh my goodness. Ducks are adorable. But there's like this one lone duck. Actually, there's like 3 over there, but there's this one lone duck that's all the way over here by itself. Why aren't you playing with your family? Or is that just a bunch of random ducks that came with you and are complete strangers and you don't want to associate with them because they're weird and they picked on you? That's probably what it is. Where is your family? Are you an only child? That makes sense. The funniest part about living in Washington, D.C. as somebody who has no interest in politics is people were laughing at my bald head because I didn't shave it correctly today. I have like patches of hair on the back of my head because sometimes it's hard getting all of your hair when you try to shave. Have you seen that scene from Avatar: The Last Airbender where Aang shaves his head using all that shaving cream and he tries to get it all off? And you know, I tried to do that. I feel like I succeed 80% of the way, and then the other 20% is just the small patches of hair that exist in the sides of my head that I can't see. It's kind of embarrassing. That's probably what they were laughing at. But anyway, one of the funniest parts about living in Washington, D.C. as somebody who has no interest in politics is having discussions with people who are ultra concerned about politics. And hey, if you like politics, you do you. You do you. You know, we're all world peace and love, all that stuff. But people who like are very interested in politics and are very passionate about it will talk about the biggest political issues, political this, political that. We need to extend voting to the lower class and have all of these new documents that display this, this, and this, and the peace accords that were developed in this year. And then when it gets to me, like if I'm in school or something and it gets to me, I'm usually like, my favorite video game is Mega Man 3. Mega Man 3 is good. But anyway, Yeah, I'd just be like, I'm just a nerd. Like that's really what it is. I don't really follow politics like that personally. So yeah, that's just me. I live in one of the most, if not the most politically active city in the world as a non-politically active person and a nerd. And it's just funny sometimes, like you have conversations with people who are ultra serious about it, and then you're just like what's your favorite cartoon? Like what's your favorite anime, your favorite video game? That's my vibe. That's my vibe. Do I get active in politics? Yes, I do, like occasionally, time to time, but not like, it's not my life. It's not my life. Anyway, enough discussion about that. Look, more trees. More trees. And water. And a giant pool. And hey, that giant building from before. I forget what it's called, but it's a giant building. It's an obelisk. I googled that. It's an obelisk. That's such a cool name for that really cool building. And in the distance, you can see that egg-shaped dome that houses people in suits. Oh god. I almost got hit by a man on a bike. But anyway, there's this egg-shaped dome. Oh god, the camera's all wobbly. Okay. Egg-shaped dome that looked really cool. That has people in suits who write stuff, that do stuff. That's my best explanation for what Congress does. This is really cool. I wish the water wasn't so green. I feel like that's a sign that a lot of people and ducks pee in this pool. That's disgusting. What if I was a duck coming in from another country and I was migrating over here and I saw this water? How would that make me feel? If I knew that all of these ducks were getting over here, peeing and shitting in this water, how would that make me feel? That would not make me feel good. That would make me feel terrible. That's terrible. Look, a family of ducks. Over there in the distance, you can see people playing volleyball, the objectively best sport in the world of sport balls. And that is objective. I think if we were to hold an international vote on the best sport ball in the world of, on the best sport in the world of sport balls, all of the people in all of the parts of the world would vote that volleyball is the best one. Just look at the action involved in hitting the ball over the net. Look at all that. Well, the trees are blocking it, but once we get around these trees, look at all that. Okay, nothing's, okay, there we go. Something happened. You probably couldn't see it because of the tree, but the point still stands. Best sport ball in the world of sport balls. Guys, there used to be water here, and now there's not water anymore. The sun, wherever it is, has dried up all of the water in this pool, in this monumental area that I forget what it's called, but it dried up all of the water in the pool. Usually you could come down here and take your shoes off and then dip your feetsies, as Ava calls it in Abbott Elementary. You could dip your feetsies in the pool, but now the water's gone. So I can't dip my feet, whatever, foots anywhere. I can't dip my foots anywhere. So I guess I have to keep walking. Make my feet even drier than they are now. That's tough. That's really tough. By the way, my feet are not dry. My feet are very well manicured and very moist. I don't know if I described that correctly or how I really wanted to. I found a spot where I could be antisocial and not be judged for it. My God, there was a lot of people. Probably because that's a popular tourist destination. Oh, never mind. There's two people coming up on bikes. Oh, bikers. Anyway, just so you guys know, I do actually enjoy being around people. It's just like, for the most part, 60 to 70% of the day, it's just like, no. Like I would much rather prefer just being with my thoughts. Just being with my thoughts. That's really what it is. But anyway, look at this. More trees and a lot of cars. There's a lot of stuff that I think I covered in this video, but not enough. So today I'm gonna go to the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial. I did not mean to say today, because it's all on the same day. I meant right now we're going to go to the Martin Luther King Memorial. Oh God, there's people looking at me. Hey, look, more cars and more trees. There's not really much that I think is interesting around here, so let's just go to, yeah, there we go, MLK King Memorial. Anyway, my day was great today, by the way. I forgot to touch on, anyway, oh God, now I have to shift the camera in my hands. Oh my God, hand. Wow, I suck at this vlogging stuff. Usually most of the videos I post are me indoors playing games or like doing stuff. I will be doing more animations soon, by the way. Like I have a couple animated skits that I'm writing and I'm planning to put out, so stay tuned for that. And also, oh my good Lots, camera, please. Oh my God, it is so hard filming with just one hand and a cell phone. More nature. Let's be under this tree, let's get some shade. So, today is going decently so far. I'm filming this video, but like, I'm not gonna lie to you all, right now my stomach kind of hurts. My stomach kind of hurts, and I think it's because, so this morning, I had oatmeal. I had my usual oatmeal with some nice tuna and some tofu. I'm a pescatarian, so I had to get my tuna and my tofu in one delicious breakfast meal. I still eat eggs, but I haven't been able to get eggs that often though. You know, we broke, we on a budget, so you can only get that much. But I had some oatmeal this morning with a banana in it, and it was so good. I had some peanut butter. Oh my God, fill me up, it was so good. The problem was that after I got done eating it, I decided, you know what, let me just take a 5-minute nap. And I took a 5-minute nap. Listen, you eat a big meal, you eat a lot of grain, a lot of carbs, and then you go to sleep right afterwards, and then you go for a walk. 80-degree summer heat, never a good combination. That's a combination for death in your stomach. That's a combination for a world war happening in your stomach. Nuclear bombs is gonna be dropping on your intestines and your esophagus. Esophagus? Was that the, is the esophagus in your intestines? I don't know body parts. He had a dream. He had a dream. Also, look, oh shit, hand, geese. There's geese. Hi geese. I am not going to get closer to you because you are all probably going to kill me. They look kind of like dinosaurs, if I'm not gonna lie. I think there's some accuracy to that. Or maybe it's the heat getting to me because it's 80 degrees outside. So I'm thinking they look like dinosaurs. Oh hey, look, goose feather. It's a goose feather. Man. There are just so many fascinating things in our world. So many fascinating things. You guys watch Nat Geo? National Geographic? Some of those documentaries are really cool. Like really cool. I need to catch up on some more. I used to be religious about my nature documentaries. Like actually religious. I would wake up every single morning and I would pray to Nat Geo to give me another documentary about some extinct creature that I have no idea about, or some endangered animal that I want to save. And just tug at my heartstrings. Play that like stereotypical sad music, that opera music, you know what I'm saying? Because water is beautiful. One of these days, you will see me making a vlog about my beach house. I love the beach. Comment below if you like the beach. I love the beach. I love water, I love the ocean. It's just amazing. Anyway, I'm gonna show you all some parts of downtown DC, and then I'll probably cut it off there. Okay, so it got rained out, so I had to end up leaving early. So I was outside, and then it just, like, the thunder immediately came into the sky, and it started just pounding the earth, just, and you saw this bright flash of light that made me think the world was ending. So it was amazing. It reminded me of when I posted that TikTok where I was just running in the thunderstorm, and then some people commented on that video. They were like, "Why? It's just thunder. Like, stop acting crazy." Like, I was basically just running through the street like, "Oh my God, this is crazy," because it was a really crazy, relatively crazy thunderstorm compared to other average thunderstorms. Like, that one was crazy. It felt like the world was ending. So I just wanted to vlog it, and then people, I don't know, people get offended. People get offended. That's all I'm gonna say. People get sensitive. But that was today's vlog of me just randomly walking through Washington, DC, going through the 80-degree weather before it stormed, and the whole world ended. So I had to end the vlog short. But sorry I wasn't able to show you guys downtown. Maybe for a different vlog though. Maybe for a different vlog. But thank you guys for following me today, and follow all my socials down in the description below. I will see you all in the next one. As always, stay motivated.